Hi all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about your first wig. I know that I've had another video about being new to wigs, but I just wanted to talk about what it's like to have that first wig or that first synthetic head of hair or human head of hair or head of hair that just isn't yours, that will be yours once you make it yours. Um, don't make the mistakes that I did. I purchased wigs that I wish that I had done more research on when I was new to wigs, and I'm basically here to kind of help you because I think it's important to have a support system, especially if you are going through thinning hair due to aging or losing hair due to an autoimmune issue or an illness or just stress or anything else. It happens. Men aren't the only ones who go bald. Women do too. And unfortunately, um, it's kind of not talked about as much, but the tables are starting to turn and it's becoming a more open subject. But anyway, there's also a lot of issue between topper or wig. So I'm kind of going to go over all about toppers from my experience. This is only my experience and getting that first wig. Anyway, when I started my journey, I did mention in another video that my first wig was Scorpio by Revlon. And I really liked that wig a lot. It really gave me some confidence. But at first, I didn't feel 100% sure of myself in that wig, which I will touch on in a couple of moments. But right now, I'm going to talk about toppers. I did go through quite a few toppers. And what a topper is, unfortunately, I got rid of every single topper. I don't even have one to show you. But what a topper is, it's a piece, it's a hair piece that clips in to your natural hair. So if you do have hair in the front, you can clip the topper. Usually they have 4 or 5 clips, one on the top front on one side, one on the top front on another side, then in the back, and then another one in the back to secure the headpiece to your hair. My issue with toppers is that they are really, really difficult to get right. Um, One of the first toppers that I ever had, and I actually did like it, and there's a reason, and I'm going to tell you about it. One of the first toppers that I ever had was from Uniwigs. This was a great topper because the texture of the hair was a yucky texture, which compared to my bio hair's texture, worked out very well. I do not have silky bio hair. My bio hair is thick, it is wiry, it is ridiculously dry. Um, my bio hair is the hair that when I had a full head of hair, I didn't have to wash it except once a week because it was so dry that it basically repelled dirt. Um, it was just that frizzy, coarse, porous hair. And this particular yaki textured topper worked really well because it was thick, just as my bio hair was thick. However, here was the problem. At the time, I was dyeing my hair black. I know. That wasn't really such a great thing. But when your hair starts going gray and you want to kind of color it to match your bio hair, it, it's a weird thing. But regardless, I was dyeing my hair black. Now, the topper, the darkest topper color was natural black. And against my own dyed hair, there was a slight difference. But because at the time I did have a lot of bio hair in front, I was able to manipulate the topper so that I could just like push my bio hair over it, and it would kind of like hide any mark of any demarcation or anything like that. But the thing is, it was just a pain in the ass, that pure and simple. I didn't want to, I was getting tired of going to the ladies' room like 5 times a day to adjust the topper. It was just, it, it was ridiculous. Then the next topper that I had was too silky and it kept sliding. I will say the best topper that I ever had, and I don't even know if the brand makes them anymore, was Tony of Beverly. It was just like a piece of hair that clipped in. And what I liked about it was that I was able to manipulate my bio hair into a messy bun, incorporating this topper. Ultimately, I just gave up on toppers because they were A, too stressful to deal with during the day. B, the color never matched my dyed hair. Um, and C, it was just a pain in the neck to get the parting space just so. And that's basically when I went on to wigs full on. Now, wigs are not cheap. Certain wigs can be affordable, like this. I am wearing, and you know what? I get the two confused. This is either Justine or Connis by It's a Wig. I do believe it is Justine because I don't think they make Connis anymore. But this is hands down one of my favorite affordable wigs. It's unbelievable. She looks realistic, and for a longer wig, the style is absolutely gorgeous, and she came in at less than $30. And that's what I want to tell you. Your first wig should not be an expensive wig. Listen to me. Make your first wig an affordable wig, a budget wig. Honest to God, I am not lying to you, because there are things that you're going to have to come to realize once you go on to wigs full on. It's going to be weird. When you look at yourself the first time in a wig, it's going to be weird because it's not going to be your bio hair. It may be a style that you're not used to. The color may be different. There are so many components that are going on that when you're taking a look at yourself in another head of hair that isn't yours, it's weird. And don't let anybody tell you any different. It's weird. You are going to have a plethora of emotions running through your head. You might cry because for the first time, you're going to realize that your bio hair is either gone or you're never going to get that head of bio hair back again. So, yeah, you might cry. You might be embarrassed. You might be timid. You might even be slightly ashamed, and you shouldn't be. You shouldn't cry. You shouldn't be ashamed. You shouldn't be embarrassed, because this is for you, and you are doing this for you. You are doing this to make you feel great again. You are doing this to make you feel beautiful again. And anybody else in the background, your family, your friends, your coworkers, screw them, because this isn't about impressing them. This is about you and being the best and most beautiful you that you can be. Okay? So it's going to be weird. And my suggestion is to buy a budget wig, but get one that can easily be manipulated. Now, this wig is a lace front wig. Now, a lot of these affordable wigs that are lace front wigs, you have to cut the lace yourself. And don't be afraid of that because you're not going to mess it up. And even if you mess it up slightly, this is your first wig. You are just getting this to wear around the house and to get used to the fact that you're wearing a different head of hair other than your bio hair. So you can just take a scissor, a small one, a big one, a baby scissor, and just go as close to the hairline as you possibly can. Okay? Now, another thing that you need to know is the parting space on a lot of these wigs is extremely thin. This wig happens to have great parting space. So the only thing that I had to do with this, and I really didn't even have to do it that much. Hold on, let me show you something. This is Maybelline Fit Me. It is a face powder. You can use any face powder that kind of comes close to the color of your scalp. And this is one of those, remember those popular spoon brushes? Well, I have a set of those. And this is a very small kind of like eyeshadow brush. This is perfect, perfect for adding a parting space to a wig or to making the parting space look more natural. What you need to do is just take the brush, even a very thin brush will do. It doesn't have to be this. I just find this is really good. Pick up some of the powder and then just very gently add that powder to the scalp. It looks really good. I happen to like a wider parting space because my bio hair has always had a wider parting space. So it's up to you. If your natural parting space is on the thin side, you're not going to have to manipulate that much. If your normal parting space is on the wider side, yeah, you may have to tweeze, you may have to manipulate a little bit more. But here's the other thing. Now, oftentimes, here, I'm going to put some powder here. Oftentimes, you can have a line of demarcation with a more affordable wig. It's nothing that, it's no big deal because all you need is just a little concealer or even the powder. I used the powder and it was fine. But a lot of people use got to be glued or got to be that like hair gel that works as a glue. I have it, but like it's okay for me. What I like is this Silk Element Edge Gel. It is a clear gel. I have been using this. This is my second edge gel. I've been using this for a while. And I'm almost at the bottom of the barrel. It has a nice scent, but the scent dissipates. So if you are sensitive to scents, don't worry about this. The slight scent is just not going to be offensive. It dissipates right away. So what I do, I take some on my fingertip, or I don't have a toothpick right now. I sometimes take a toothpick, and all I'll do is get some on the top of my finger like this. See, it's like basically invisible, and just kind of press it down, and voila, it blends right in. I mean, you can put it over makeup, you can put it under makeup, whatever your choice is. And I think I paid like $2 for this at a local beauty supply store over in Norristown, Pennsylvania, which isn't really that far, maybe 15 minutes away. So this is it, this edge gel. Get yourself a wide tooth comb. Honestly, I find that this wig for a first wig for you is such a great option. But a wide tooth comb, this one happens to be by John Renault. I have like 9 of these because they're in various purses. And the thing is, my dog Chippy eats these when I like kind of leave them lying around. So I need to have a good supply. So you want a wide tooth comb because a wide tooth comb is going to be more gentle on your wig, whether it's a budget wig or whether it's a really good wig. But I will say, if you choose to wear your first wig with textured fabric, and if that wig is longer, such as this, at the end of the day, when you take the wig off, you will have to comb it, and that's where a wide tooth comb comes in. Now, another thing about a budget wig. I've had this wig for over a year and I do wear her. She's not a closet critter. I take her out and wear her quite often. And for having this wig over a year that I paid less than $30 for, she is great. Now, another thing, um, when you are new to wigs and if it is your first wig and getting that hairline, getting the proper placement of the wig can sometimes be difficult. There is a woman who has a wig store and she has videos and she is freaking the greatest. It's like if you watch her, you just want to like go to your computer or your screen and hug because she's like so huggable and lovable. Her name is Patty and her store is Patty's Pearls. And she's got great educational wig tutorials and she's also got great reviews. But one of the things that I've learned from her is placing the wig. She's always saying, take your 4 fingers and place the wig. And she's right. Now, I happen to have a very low natural hairline. I'm kind of like a cave woman. Yeah, when I had all my hair, I was kind of a hairy kid, but I do have that naturally low hairline. And sometimes I have a tendency to wear wigs that might look a little low. But the thing is, if I push the wig back, you can see my natural low hairline. And like, I know I'm Neanderthal, but that's the way it is. Um, the other thing that you need to realize is that if you do have bio hair, hold on. If you do have bio hair, depending on like how thick it is, I think a wig cap is a good option. I'm going to take my hair down. So if you haven't seen any of my videos, you'll get to see my bio hair in all its natural glory. Now, it's ombre looking simply because I stopped dyeing my hair like 7 months ago. I was wearing wigs. What the hell am I going to dye my hair for? So here we go. Here's where my hair loss is on the top. It's all here. So I really can't go out in public with half a head of hair. And it isn't because of what other people would say. It's because I don't feel comfortable going out with half a head of hair. I don't feel comfortable having the top of my head bald. That's just me. I would rather have a full head of hair. And that's why I wear wigs. But I'm going to show you what I do to get my hair pulled back in a wig. I have a twirly do, or most people call them hair ties. Growing up, my sisters and I referred to these things as twirly doos. I take my hair and I put it Oh my God. Hold on, there's the doorbell. Hold on, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. If it's not the phone or if it's not Chippy acting out, it's the doorbell. So anyway, I'll tell you why the doorbell rang in a minute. But anyway, I take my hair, I put it in a low pony. Now remember, as you get used to this, you're going to have your own technique. I have one of these sort of like clippy bobby pins. They're really sturdy. Then I just take the pony and flip it up and secure the hair with that clippy bobby pin thingy. Okay, hold on and I will show you. Here. Can you see? Then I take a wig cap. Now, here's the thing. I like this color wig cap because it kind of matches my pasty skin. I put the hair in a wig cap, and to tell you the truth, sometimes I don't use a wig cap, but more and more lately I have been using a wig cap simply because my hair that I do have is pretty thick. So I want it to be as smooth as possible. And then I will take my wig and I'll put her on. But before I put her on, I want to show you the inside of this wig. Now, as I said, this is a budget wig. Most wigs have wefting. I will show you a more pricey wig in a little while, but most wigs have wefting. Now, the inside construction of this is great. As you can see, here's marks from all the powder that I've used. I don't wash my wigs often, okay? That's one thing you should know. I do not wash my wigs often, and I don't use any sort of, how can I put this? I don't use any gimmicky things. All I use is wig shampoo, and that's it. Sometimes I'll put wig conditioner in, but just a little bit. I stopped using fabric softener after I destroyed a wig. I'm pretty conservative as far as the crap I put on my wigs. I don't put any styling products at all on my wigs. One of the reasons is because when I wore my bio hair, like when I had my bio hair and I wore it every day, I never put spray or anything like that in it. Maybe during the summer, I would put just like a little spray, but that's it. Other than that, nothing. So here we go. Here's the construction. Now it has bra straps, adjustable straps, so that you can adjust the wig to the size of your head. You may want to make a wig smaller. You may want to make a wig bigger, but you have these adjustable straps. Now, one thing about the more affordable wigs that I think is great, there's combs. So if you do have bio hair, you can just slip these combs. We have one on each side in the front and one in the back. You can just like slip them into underneath your wig cap and in the back. And trust me, this wig isn't going anywhere at all. It can be the windiest day and this wig is still going to stay put. And here we have the parting space. See that? So basically, I have to say, one of the most, how can I say, one of the most daunting things about the less expensive wigs is the choice of colors. This is, I I think this is like TT34. I love this color. It's a nice caramel color, but the way everything is blended is so realistic. Okay, so I'm going to put her on. I secured the back, and here's the placement of the wig in front. I comb her out a little. And there you go. Now, another thing that I want to touch base upon, if you have a wig like this, it may be a little long. So rather than trying to cut it yourself, might I suggest taking it to a stylist to have it trimmed? Because some of us are not good with a scissor. Um, I'm really dangerous with a scissor, and I've said that before. I'm really dangerous. So rather than like take it upon yourself and slice a finger or like slice your chest, you might want to take it to a professional. So that's it about first wig experiences. Remember, this is for you and it's not for anybody else. This is for you. No matter what you are going through, nobody else gets it. Only you do. So you got to do you. But before I go, as you graduate to other wigs and as you get used to what you like in a wig, then you can make the transition into a more how a more higher end wig. I'm going to show you this wig that I have. This is by Gabor and it is Fashion Staple. This is one of my favorite wigs. As you can see, the parting space is slightly different simply because there's more options with this parting space. You know what? I'm just going to taking this off so you can see the difference between both. Both have decent wefting. Both are similar but different. Now, instead of we don't have the clips on the higher end, we have more permatease in here than we do in this wig. And the straps here are also Velcro. I happen to be a huge fan of Velcro straps. Also, there are ear tabs here that are super, super soft. And wearing glasses, I kind of appreciate a super, super soft ear tab. Hold on, I'm going to put her on. See, and you know, I'm glad I'm able to put her on camera for you, simply because, yeah, you can plop a wig on and go, but you still have to comb it. You still have to make sure the wig looks decent, okay? So I'm combing her out. I'm adjusting her. And here we go. Now, there's definitely a difference. I can feel the difference in the hair fibers. I love the hair fibers in this Gabor wig because they're less lustrous, giving it a more natural feel. I love this non-style. Yes, it's longer, but there's something a little bit, I just woke up like this about this wig. And as you can see, the parting space doesn't need any sort of like, it doesn't need anything. It's just there and that's it. And the hairline is more of a natural looking hairline. Basically, the more pricey wigs don't need manipulation, where the less pricey wigs do. But both wigs are great. So as you become more comfortable wearing wigs, you can graduate to a wig that you won't have to put any manipulation into. For me, having bio hair that's really dark, I love a lighter wig. When I first put a blonde type wig on, I was like, whoa. But as I've become more and more adept to wearing wigs, I personally prefer a lighter wig. My husband loves me in darker wigs. So there's always a compromise going on there. But whatever you decide, remember it's for you, it's for nobody else, and that is it. And I will see you later. Take care and have a really great week. I know it's hard. We're all homebound right now, but we got to make the best of it, even for our fellow people and for the ones that we don't know, for the ones that we know. So remember, this too shall pass. See you guys later. Bye bye.